Hey folks, so I had an opportunity to be on a podcast by a friend of mine from college. He has a podcast called Shake the Cosmos, where he basically helps people who have side hustles or wants to become entrepreneurs. And he saw a video of mine about finding your passion and thought that I might lend some insights that would help his viewers. So we shot a podcast. It was over 20 minutes long, and it was on the subject of curiosity and journaling. I have access to that podcast, and if you want to see the full raw podcast, I have a link to his website, as well as a link to his YouTube channel that has the full video. I, on the other hand, think 20 minutes might be a little bit too long for a video, so I've created a condensed version of the podcast, specifically highlighting areas of curiosity as well as areas about journaling. This video is particularly going to be on curiosity. So I've taken the liberty to edit out some of the that is usually in a podcast and in talk, and hopefully we'll present you with something that's a little bit more condensed and useful. Check out this video. I hope that you enjoy it.
Curiosity is an exploration of basically everything. Curiosity is really that wanting to learn more. You can be curious about the field that you are an expert in, but it's very important to be curious about a wide variety of different topics. It just broadens you as a person and can lead to new ideas and connections to things that you never thought about before.
I guess there are some benefits of curiosity. It could be a competitive advantage if someone knows deeper about something. How is curiosity important, like in marketing or like in your business?
Within my field, I have found curiosity to be important from a business standpoint of exploring other things that are just going on. If you just stay somewhat narrow-mindedly in your field and you don't explore outwards, you really limit yourself in terms of what you can do. And that competitive advantage, I think, that you were mentioning is something that if you're not curious about what else is going on in other fields, you're gonna miss out.
Okay, wait a minute, hold on. Let's pause here for a minute. So I think I never really gave a good example of how curiosity is really helpful in business. So one example that I would say is just my own personal experience with the job that I work in. I'm an electroanalytical sales scientist. I sell scientific research equipment, and when I was being interviewed for the position, they actually were asking me about new ideas of, if you got this job and you did all the regular stuff, what is something extra that you'd want to do? I suggested social media. There's an opportunity within the scientific field to explore social media as a way to communicate to your target audience. Science can totally exist in the absence of social media. Many companies, especially small companies, are very slow to react and to create content for social media and just developing content for their website in general. And if I wasn't curious about YouTube, about Twitter, about Facebook, about all these social media, or basically if I didn't have any curiosity about social media marketing, I would have never come up with that idea in the first place. By engaging and learning more and being curious about these other forms of communication, I helped add value to the business. But you can probably think of dozens more. In fact, leave a comment. What do you think is a good way that a business can be curious, or how curiosity can really help a business out? I want to know what your thoughts are.
The other aspect of curiosity has to do from a marketing perspective. And marketing is very important. How do you get how do you grab your audience? How do you get their attention? And curiosity is a way of doing that. How do you create an ad that incites curiosity? So Bisha, you can probably talk about this. When you're on the internet and you see, this title headline, probably from BuzzFeed, 13 things to make you get rich, and you'll never believe number 5. It's like, whoa, I'm curious. I'm curious about that. What is that extra thing, right? You've incited curiosity.
I've definitely seen that. I think I never sort of linked the two, but yeah, like they try to like create a desire to learn more. It makes me think it's in us. It just exists in everybody. It's like human. It can be sort of activated based on external factors, like you're saying, with marketing, ads, and things like that. But we can ourselves take advantage of it, I guess.
I don't want to say you can exploit it. BuzzFeed or someone is exploiting it or whatever like that to get more clicks and things like that. But you can use it, and I believe that if you use it in a real way, the BuzzFeed article or something, that title incites curiosity, they've got to back it up. So if you're an entrepreneur, if you're doing some side hustle, and you have a compelling title, or for me, like as a YouTuber, maybe I create a compelling thumbnail to incite curiosity, I should also back it up. Those 13 things on the BuzzFeed article, it needs to be real. They need to be real things.
Once a person gets a taste of curiosity, they just want to like go farther and farther into that. And if they're disappointed, that's an experience as well.
Curiosity stems from a place of security. So when you want to be more curious, when you want to learn about things, you usually need to come from a place where things are okay, things are safe. If you're an entrepreneur, you have a side hustle, but you're on shaky financial ground, you're not as willing to take risks and try new things and to be curious about what else is going on, either in your market or in some other thing that seems very tangential that doesn't provide an immediate benefit, but if you were curious and were to explore it, it would give you an idea for later. One thing that I recommend is curiosity is great. I highly encourage everybody to develop a more curious mind, but you do need to have some kind of stable foundation.
Stability is a matter of perspective. Like, we were at Bowdoin, most of us were broke. At the same time, we felt stable to be curious. So it's kind of like a matter of perspective, like what are we focusing on? Not the money part, but also still be able to be 100%, 110% curious.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Absolutely.
All right, folks, I hope you enjoyed that video, that clip. Next video I'm put out is going to be on journaling, the other half of the podcast. If you're watching this and you're a graduate student, I strongly encourage you to watch the next video about journaling. I promise it's going to be short. I'm trying something a little bit different. I'm trying to shoot 2 videos a week. A little bit shorter, easier to make, easier to edit, more content, more frequently. That's better. That's the goal. All right, let me know what you think about that, all right? Please like, comment, subscribe. It really helps me out. And I'll see you soon.